dream of fairies and princesses? Then you've come to the right place. Welcome to Disney Coast to Coast.
Hey folks, and welcome to Disney Coast to Coast, the ultimate unofficial Disney fan podcast. I'm Jeff DePaoli.
And I'm Patrick Dougal.
I'm Patrick.
Yep.
Happy Easter.
Yay.
Hippity hoppity Easter's on its way. Adorable. Yes, it's here, and of course the parks are celebrating because it's a holiday, and even though they make up holidays, they actually celebrate real ones too, believe it or not.
True.
Although, and we'll get to this in a second, but Disneyland, let's just say disappointing this year.
Yeah, kind of lacking.
Ugh. But let's start at Walt Disney World, shall we?
Okay.
Because Mr. and Mrs. Easter Bunny are there.
They are.
In Town Square.
Yeah.
I love those, let's say, I don't want to say costumes. Sure, the bunnies are wearing costumes. I think they look adorable. I love them. So you can meet them there, and there's a pre-parade before Festival of Fantasy.
Always.
What is
During
it?
Easter.
Are there are there actually like Easter floats or?
I think there's like one of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen the Easter. They always change it up. So.
Yeah, and they have like the Disney bunnies come out, so Thumper and such, and the Azalea Trail Maids with those giant dresses. The girls from Alabama, and I think they're from Alabama, right?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's where they're from.
There's a lot of them.
And yeah, there's a lot of them. And they're actually like doing photo meet and greets as well,
okay.
which is kind of interesting. So all of that's going on at Walt Disney World. Check out their schedule if you want to see any of that. I think it's pretty much starting and going through Easter. It's a pretty short celebration. Yeah. Longer than Disneyland's. But yeah, that's all going on. And what was I was going to say something about I was just going to say, I still miss the Walt Disney World Happy Easter Parade. But I recently found out you can find old specials on YouTube.
You can find anything on YouTube.
You can. But here's the thing. I actually have like a bunch of them recorded on DVD because I'm that nerdy. Uh-huh. But I was like, I've only got like a few years. So I decided to look for years I don't have on YouTube. So I may have watched the entire 1998 Happy Easter Parade last night.
Good for you.
It was hosted by Regis Philbin and some woman I didn't know. But she was in a lot of films with Walt. So it's kind of cool. In any case, it's great. Go search YouTube. We'll stick it on Facebook or something. So yes, that's happening at Walt Disney World. Also, the Grand Floridian Easter egg display is going on.
Yeah.
This is their 5th annual one. And these are kind of... Did you ever, like, go experience that?
I feel like Grand Floridian is one of those hotels that always has, like, the displays for holidays.
Yeah,
like
they have the big gingerbread
house during Christmas. So now they have Easter. And they're not, like, little Easter eggs. No. These are, like, huge, like... I don't even know if are they like cakes?
They're chocolate eggs.
Yeah, they're chocolate eggs.
They're chocolate eggs.
They're massive.
Yeah, so they're like made at the resort. They're hollow, like you would, a hollow Easter bunny would buy. It's a hollow chocolate egg. They're hand designed. They stand about 16 to 20 inches tall, weigh about 9 to 12 pounds. So that's a lot of chocolate. And it takes more than 3 weeks to design them.
Yeah, and there's a good amount of them. There's like a good 20 or so.
Yeah, we got Star Wars, we got Fox and the Hound, we got Inside Out, we've got a Good Dinosaur, Tangled, Lady and the Tramp, Robin Hood, Mulan, Stitch, Toy Story, Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, and Frozen, of course.
Of course, the Star Wars ones is a BB-8 egg.
It's really cute. It's like kind of like 2 eggs, right? Like there's the bottom portion and then the top portion, which is adorable. And I also love the Inside Out one, which is like they opened it up so you can see the inside hollow, and then the characters are inside like the brain. It's so cute. So they're pretty impressive. I mean, it's always a weird thing because it seems like a waste. Like, what do you do with that
afterwards?
Does anybody eat that? Like, I feel like they couldn't give it to guests because there would be like some lawsuit waiting to happen.
Definitely.
I hope they bring them backstage, smash them up, and eat them. I really hope so.
I can only assume they just go in the garbage.
Yeah, probably.
But
at least, you know what I like about these? These actually look like they're entirely made of edible product. What drives me nuts with like the gingerbread houses is there's often a wood framing. Sometimes they use Rice Krispie treats,
support and stuff.
But like the big ones often have some wood framing, and that drives me crazy because that's not a gingerbread house. That's a wooden house with gingerbread glued on it.
Yes,
big difference. But in any case, I digress. So that's going on, and like I said, that's pretty much what's happening at Walt Disney World.
Yeah, and then continuing over at Epcot, they have the Easter egg hunt.
The Easter egg hunt. Yeah. So the egg extravaganza, which went up in price this year. I believe last year it was $4.95, right?
Yeah.
And this year it's $5.95.
Ooh.
Still a pretty good value. I gotta say, I really enjoy this.
I didn't do it this year.
Okay.
I don't plan on doing it this year.
I've done Disneyland this year. I will do Disney California Adventure. The nice thing that they did, and of course this was smart, is they added Downtown Disney.
They did.
So that means even if you don't want to pay for park admission, you can still spend money. Yeah. So, like, I there's two levels to this. I think it's sweet because, you know, kids who might not be able to afford to get into the park can do it. And it's smart because you're still making money.
Yep.
I do think it's funny, the people who... Let's just say you don't actually have to do the Easter egg hunt to win the prize. And the prize are little eggs, which are over my shoulder here. I got a Mickey one this year. Last year's Mr. Toad. But you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is buy a map and then turn in the map. That's all you got to do.
But that's no fun.
It is no fun. You know, to me, the $6 is worth the fun, kind of. If it gets much higher than that, I'm going to be like, really, guys? It's a piece of cardboard, a few stickers, and a plastic.
Did you get an AP discount on it?
I don't remember, to be honest.
I feel like I'm
sure I checked. I think I did, but I don't know for certain, so don't quote me. But I feel like I did.
Wondering.
So yeah, that's fun. As you said, it's over at Epcot, so there's only one place to do it at Walt Disney World. The eggs this year are pretty cool. You got choices. Oh, and here's the other thing. Remember last year when we did it, you had to like pick, basically
the egg was random.
Yeah, the eggs were covered up and you had to pick a giant egg that was covering it and that you got whatever it revealed. We got to pick the eggs this year. Ooh. So I was like,
well, to be honest, even if last year I remember if you did it and there was a little kid, they were just like, all right, you can take whatever.
Good.
But that's fine, you get to pick.
I got Mickey Mouse. That's all I'm saying. I'm very excited.
Were they the same eggs?
No. You get Mickey, Woody, Jessie, Minnie, Cheshire Cat, or Stitch. Those are the options.
I would have picked Stitch.
Of course you would have. Really? Stitch out of those?
Yeah.
Come on, Mickey. Mickey Mouse.
But you have him.
I do. In fact, I remember last year, the thing that was such a bummer was
we both got Mr. Toad.
We both got Mr. Toad, and we were like going to switch the bottoms and the tops and mix them up. And we're like, that ain't happening. We get the same exact egg. So that was a bummer. But I got to say, for $6, I find it very enjoyable as an adult. So, you know, if you got kids, definitely do it. And if you're an adult, I would certainly consider it.
I can tell you that I did it without paying the $6. So there's an egg.
I was going to say,
there's an egg.
Well, also, I'm sure unofficially, if you Googled an image of the map, you could find it.
You just don't get a prize.
Yeah. I will say Disneyland was easier or easy, and if I remember correctly last year, and I haven't done DCA yet, but wasn't DCA the difficult one, like actually difficult? So I'm curious to see if that happens again. When I was walking through Downtown Disney, I saw a couple of eggs, so
same.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
I know in DCA there's one.
No, we're not going to reveal them all here.
Okay.
So, you know, we may be having kind of a lackluster Easter in the Disney parks here in America, but do you know where they're like rocking it?
Tokyo!
Tokyo, indeed. And here's the strange thing. So it's running from March 25th to June 15th. Now, I don't know. That means you're going to get to experience it.
I'm going to experience Easter in
Which
Tokyo.
is so weird.
I have noticed that, like, all the international parks, it's like, is it Easter celebration? But it's very much a spring celebration. They, especially in Paris and in Tokyo, they just love spring.
But Tokyo seems to be very Eastery.
Yeah, very.
In fact, they call it an Easter celebration. So, kind of. They call it the Hippity Hoppity Springtime Parade. So,
Easter spring.
It's weird. And I actually don't know, this is me being very naive, is Easter the same date all over the world? I don't know.
Yes.
Yes? I don't know. He's saying, I honestly don't know. But, yeah, so that's a long time. March 25th to June 15th. You're going in April. Are you excited about this?
I'm super excited.
Now, will you be missing their normal daytime parade because of the Hippity Hoppity Springtime Parade?
No, it's an addition. I've looked at the schedules. It's pretty crazy, though, too, because surprisingly, the date I'm going, I get in on the 14th. And the next day, April 15th, is also the start.
Tax day.
April 15th is also the start of Tokyo Sea's 15th anniversary.
That didn't start yet?
No.
Oh, that's the Disneyland 60th ripoff, right?
Yes, the crystal
crystal / diamond celebration.
So it'll be like 15th over there and like Easter spring over in Tokyo. So kind of crazy.
Timing worked out well.
Yeah.
So this hippity hoppity springtime parade has stops. It's one of those parade that like they have an egg race hosted by Mickey Mouse and an egg hunt. Actually, this is not the parade. This is separate. An egg hunt like we have, but they have 3 levels of difficulty, which I like. Like, I would assume, although I don't know this for certain, maybe the eggs get smaller.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, if they had like normal size eggs,
little tiny eggs,
because the eggs that they have hidden in the park right now are made of wood or plaster or whatever,
pretty big,
and this is like a dinosaur egg. Yeah. Actually, it's bigger than a dinosaur egg.
Yeah,
it's bigger than an ostrich egg, so they're pretty big. Some of them can be hidden well. I do remember either Chip or Dale last year, very brown egg hidden in brown dirt over in Fantasyland. So those are difficult, but in general, they're pretty massive. Yeah. So I actually think it would be fun to do it.
Especially like running around a park that you don't even know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get lost. Yeah. That's always the weirdest thing when you visit a new Disney park, or for me, just a new park in general.
You're like, I don't know my way around here, and it's weird.
Is weird. The weirdest thing I still can't get over is being so used to Disneyland when I go to Walt Disney World, not seeing Frontierland from the hub weirds me out, or not being able to go directly to it. Like I have to walk through Liberty Square, and that's just so weird to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're rocking it over at Tokyo Disneyland for Easter. And speaking of Tokyo, have you heard about these themed weddings?
Yes.
These are okay. We all know about Disney themed weddings. Disneyland has it. Walt Disney World has it. In fact, my buddies from Extended Q podcast had a Disney wedding at Walt Disney World. They did a really good episode all about doing it. It's actually a lot. How much would you think they would spend on a Disney wedding? They had about 80 people, and they didn't go top end, but they didn't go lowest either. How much would you guess?
100K.
No, it was like 26 grand. Way more affordable than I ever expected.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking about a Disney wedding, although I think to have a character, they said it was like $900 for a half hour. So that's crazy.
Still would do it.
I would. You definitely would. I frankly would definitely want characters there too. They didn't want them, not only because of the cost, because they have a weird thing with characters. But if you're thinking of planning a Disney wedding, check out Extended Q podcast, and they have a whole episode dedicated to it, and it's really quite interesting. But in any case, in Tokyo, they're beating our butts.
Yeah.
With a Rapunzel themed wedding and
a Frozen
themed wedding. Which would you go with?
Oh, definitely Tangled.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. I will say the cool thing about the Frozen one is you can be Anna or Elsa. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I would still go with Tangled.
Yeah. It's very, it's still very subtle. It's not like full. I think the Frozen one was surprisingly more subtle to me.
Yes. The Tangled
one was like lanterns galore.
It's a little bit, although I think it's lovely. It's a little bit like a little girl's birthday party. A little bit.
I think it was.
It's tasteful.
Yes.
But it's not like hinting at this is Tangled. It's like. Boom, Tangled. The dress is hinting at it. Mm-hmm. The dress is beautiful. The Rapunzel's wedding dress is really nice. And that's not as obvious, but the decorations are definitely like spot on Tangled. They had, like you said, the lanterns are beautiful. The cake. Oh, did you see that cake? Mm-hmm. It was Rapunzel's tower. It was beautiful. Like kicked Frozen's cake's butt.
Yeah.
Frozen's was a little bit more understated, except it does have an Olaf
on it.
which is meh. But yeah, and then like I said, Elsa or Anna for the wedding dress. Which would you go with?
Neither.
I'd go with Elsa.
Okay.
If I had to choose. Not that I would wear a wedding dress.
The Elsa dress was actually still white, while the Anna dress was actually green.
Yeah, it was
so
very...
It's just a weird wedding dress.
Yeah. It's great for a lesbian wedding. Fantastic.
Sure.
That'd be awesome. That's the wedding to do the Frozen wedding.
Both of them.
And then an Olaf meet and greet, and you're like, done. It's fantastic.
Boom.
Tokyo, awesome. I wonder if this will come stateside. I'm sure it'll.
The only thing they didn't show is like if the groom has a specific outfit.
That'd be cool if the groom could be like Hans or Kristoff.
Oh, I was thinking more than Flynn. Okay.
Oh, Flynn. That'd be great. A Flynn wardrobe would be great, but also Hans, like, even though, you know, he's got some pretty cool wardrobe. Yeah. Some definitely like wedding, like, you know.
But I don't know if you would want to go that way.
Why not? It'd be great. It's fine. And
foreshadowing.
I would insist having little gnomes or what are they called? Trolls?
As like flower girls?
Yes. A troll flower girl. Absolutely.
Anyway.
Has to happen. Anyway, we're not getting married in Tokyo anytime soon.
But if you're planning on it, check out Disney Tokyo Weddings.
Yeah. I was actually kind of like, it was just kind of one of those like, duh, like I'm surprised that it didn't happen sooner type of thing. So yeah. Also, I want to mention, guess what?
What?
This whole, like, you know, charging extra for everything. They're testing some more at Walt Disney World. Premium parking.
Yep.
This doesn't actually offend me all that much because, well, charging for parking in general offends me because we're going to your park. You own the parking lot. We're paying to get in. Like, that's just nasty. But the premium parking, if you want to pay more to be closer, I don't care. It's a pretty big hike, though, because it's $35 versus $20. And I guess it's being tested at TTC. What does that stand for?
The Magic Kingdom parking lot.
Yeah, what is TTC?
Transportation and Ticket Center.
There we go. Transportation and Ticket Center, and at Epcot. So, I don't know. Would you pay it? I don't know.
I mean, other parks have had this for a while now. I've never paid for it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not that lazy, I guess. Or maybe I'm really cheap, but I don't think I'm really cheap. I just think I'm not that lazy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to walk around the parks anyway and walk a little bit farther to the parking lot.
If I'm going to upgrade, it's going to be a valet. It's not going to be a parking spot closer.
You don't even have to be that lazy. I mean, especially at both Epcot and Magic Kingdom, there's trams that come pick you up.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see if it works. If it does, I'm sure we'll start seeing it over here. But I was reading about this, and it was interesting because at one point Disneyland actually had it before DCA existed. They had premium parking, but then of course when they built the whole
Disneyland's parking just is still so weird to me.
Why?
I've never seen a.
I think it's brilliant.
No, it's great, but I've never seen a constant like pattern. Like
as far as which level they start on.
Yeah, like
They're keeping you on your feet.
Yeah, there's never been a consistent, like, if I've gone at this time, I could have parked. Like, one day they had just, like, Pinocchio open. I didn't park in the structure, and I was like, I don't know what's happening because it was the middle of the day, too.
Yeah. I don't like Pinocchio only because then your car gets hot. Unless you plan on being there till late at night.
But then if you get stuck in Minnie, it's the same thing.
Yes, Minnie's bad. But I've only gotten Minnie when I've showed up really late at night. Like, when the sun was already setting.
Because there's a lot of times where Minnie's the first one where they open.
Oh, interesting. This is the most boring conversation for anybody.
So if anyone knows the pattern of parking structure at Mickey and Friends.
There is no pattern. They're like, we're not going to make this easy for you, Patrick. We're not going to make it like magical map.
I just want to park at Daisy.
Why Daisy?
I like Daisy.
What is that, like is that the lowest?
Second.
Okay. Pat wants Daisy. What if they had premium parking at Daisy? Would you upgrade?
On my pass? No.
No. Okay.
I wouldn't spend the money.
Too cheap. And something else that weird that's going on at Walt Disney World is Club Villain was extended.
Yeah.
This apparently is a huge success.
It's going well.
I gotta tell you, I am not impressed from what I've seen. I don't know.
I haven't looked.
Have you heard from any
anymore.
friends or anything that went? No friends.
I have friends who partake in it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm happy for them then.
Yeah.
Good. Their work got extended.
They're doing good.
Yeah, they're going through May twice on Saturday nights. So, and it was supposed to end, I think, March, I believe. Yeah. So, nice extension there. I don't know. But
I mean, I figure since they did cancel Club Disney, they have nothing else going on in that space anyway, so why not?
Well, why not? Because it costs money, but obviously they're making their money back.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised because I got to say, I must have seen a media night video where like it's all jaded people because nobody seemed into it. The video I saw, and from what I saw, I wasn't that impressed. But hey, people love villains. Good for them. Rock and roll.
Food and desserts.
Yes. You just made me think of World of Color, Celebrate, Dessert Party. And
Club Villain comes with unlimited alcoholic drinks too.
Oh, well, actually, that's a good deal for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, how much is the ticket? I forget. Like
$150?
Oh, jeez. Wow.
No, I was
going to say 99, but I don't know.
I was thinking about another rumored event.
So many rumors out there these days. So many rumors.
Don't believe them. Although this one's kind of official.
There's a lot of true rumors out there. I find that most of the time rumors are actually real. I'd say 10% of the time they're false. But in any case,
plus 20.
Plus 20%? 30%?
9.
Huh?
29.
29%?
0.4.
Okay.
0.3.
The trend is continuing of getting rid of live entertainment in the parks.
Thanks, Shanghai.
Yeah, because of Shanghai going over budget. Goodbye to Guitar Dan.
Bye.
At Disney's Animal Kingdom. I gotta be honest.
I don't know who it was either.
Okay, you didn't know?
Nope.
I was like, Patrick must know. He spent a lot of time in that park. There is this guy who played a guitar who apparently like made up songs on the spot, an improvisational musician. But he's gone after being there for a very long time because of more budget cuts. I just hate this trend. I really, really do. I feel like there has to be a better way. I feel like it's the wrong place, but they don't care what I think. So, goodbye, Guitar Dan. I'm sorry I never got to experience you.
Thanks, Shanghai.
We're going to start that hashtag, thanks, Shanghai.
For real.
I get some good news at Walt Disney World. Kristoff and Olaf are hosting the Frozen Games. Is this good news? At Disney's Blizzard Beach.
Whee!
I guess. This is something that's happening this summer where you're going to basically pick a team, which made me immediately think of our Frontierland game. What was that called?
Legends. Frontierland.
Yeah, where you had to pick sides. So you're going to pick Team Kristoff or Team Olaf. And they have games throughout the day like ice pail relays, snowball toss, ski pole limbo, and slide races. I'm going to assume this is for kids.
Yeah.
Which team would you pick?
But everyone's a kid at heart.
That's true.
I
know who you'd pick. You'd be Team
Kristoff.
Yeah, I'd probably go with Kristoff as well. But yeah, that comes this summer to I'm surprised that park isn't all frozen yet.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a test.
It's a test.
This is a test.
There's going to be a special opening ceremony and closing ceremony with the characters. So there's got some characters.
Character meet and greet, perhaps? Yeah.
I don't know if a meet and greet. I mean,
Blizzard Beach. Frozen's Blizzard Beach. You like that? Frozen's
fun at Blizzard Beach.
Frozen fun. Freeze the night at Blizzard Beach.
Frozen fractals forever freezing the fun.
At Blizzard Beach.
Thanks, Shanghai.
That has nothing to do with Shanghai. Hashtag thanks, Shanghai. What else is going on? Oh, some weird thing. Okay, I'm sure you're all familiar with what's the name of those box, the monthly...
Loot Crate.
Loot Crate. You've all heard of Loot Crate, yes? Well, Disney's got something, I guess, similar-ish that runs for 3 months called the Ghost Post Scare Package subscription.
Yeah.
So the Ghost Relations Department is sending out Ghost Post Scare Package subscriptions. It's 3 monthly shipments. It's sold out.
Oh.
At a pretty steep price of $199.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
For 3 boxes.
It's 3 boxes, but here's what's so interesting. Actually, if you're not familiar with Loot Crate, well, just explain it real quick.
It's a monthly service where the Loot Crate is by monthlies, but you can buy a month, or you can buy 3 months, or you can buy a year, different prices, and you get there's a new theme every month, and you get goodies, t-shirts, whatever nerdy stuff to that theme. So let's say there's a Disney themed, you get a whole bunch of goodies themed to Disney, and it's supposed to be the items are worth more than actually you're paying.
Way more.
Yeah.
I think it's around $20 a month, or maybe $25 for Loot Crate,
and you get like $60, $50 worth.
Yeah, it's usually a really
because
really
they buy them all wholesale and then they put them.
It's pretty great. But this Ghost Relation, like we said, 3 months, $199. But this is like next level because along with this, there's an app for your iPhone only. It's only good with iPhones.
Get an iPhone.
The official description is
not sponsored.
Your scare packages will be filled with unique, possibly haunted artifacts, each one a key to unlocking secret and special powers. And each box unfolds a chapter and a new haunted mansion adventure. Only 999 U.S. residents can get it, and it requires an iPhone.
Well, all 999 got them.
Got them. And actually, they're being shipped out end of March, so like now. And there's like a Phantom Radio iPhone app, and it's a blend of merchandise and online gaming and a scavenger hunt. So I think it's even more beneficial if you're in the park.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there's park activities. It just seems like super unique, and that excites me. Whether or not it'll be good, I don't know.
This, to me, sounds very similar.
Thanks, Shanghai. Overpriced mailing.
To another park's...
Does Universal do this?
Another park's marketing?
Who? Just say it.
Universal Halloween Horror Nights has had a I guess a story called Legendary Truth.
Oh, you've told me, but that was just simply an app, right?
It was just it was like a online virtual scavenger hunt, but it was free.
But it was free, but there were no, like you didn't receive a package every month.
No.
Okay. So the listen, the goodies might be incredible. Frankly, they're going to be very rare because there's only going to be 999 of them. So whatever you're getting is going to be rare and worth something in the future because Disney fans will pay a lot of money for stuff. I don't know. I'm interested to see how it goes. I guarantee if it goes well, Star Wars and Marvel are next. Like, gonna happen. So it'll be interesting to see. Like I said, it's interesting to me. I'm not willing to pay that much, but I'm very curious to see where this goes.
Well, I feel like we've seen a couple of these boxes. I think they had a pin one.
Yes, they had a pin one, and they had a
Tsum Tsum one.
Yes, you're correct. Yep.
So it's a popular market.
The thing that makes it so great as far as Loot Crate and the many other versions of that, they have like overseas candy ones and like anything you can think of has a Loot Crate type thing now. In fact, I think Star Wars has one, if I'm remembering correctly. But the thing that makes it so great is that the value truly is visibly so much more than what you're paying. Mm-hmm. You just have no idea what you're going to get. But I know a lot of people who get them and they say, I'm going to keep what I want. And then the stuff that I don't want, I'm going to sell on eBay, and they end up getting their $20 back. So it's cool. So that's what I don't like about this is I don't think immediately it's going to be worth $199.
Yeah.
In the future, yes. But hey, I'm excited to see something new unfold.
Do an unboxing video. If you got it.
Yeah, please. Or let us know, actually. I would love to know if any of you got I bet you Brian got it. Brian, if you got it, let us know. I want to know how it goes. Okay, moving on from there. Every once in a while, we'll record an episode, and then like right after we record, some big news comes out. Yeah. And last episode, we were talking about how the Superheroes HQ area was leaving the top floor of Launch Bay. And we didn't know what was going up there. Well, now we do. A Star Wars Land Preview Center.
Obviously.
Which, duh, but we didn't. I don't think we mentioned it or thought of it in the last episode. I'm actually excited about this. I like preview centers. It's great on so many levels. Like, it's great for them because it's just cool marketing. But Walt did this, actually, at Walt Disney World before it opened. They had the land. People knew that it was them that bought it, and they made like a Walt Disney World preview center. So it kind of continues that tradition, which I think is cool. But it'll be nice to see.
It'll be like Star Wars' own Blue Sky Cellar.
Exactly. It's going to be Star Wars Blue Sky Cellar on the top floor of that area. So now all of Intervention / Carousel of Progress is
Launch Bay /
Center. Yeah, it's all Star Wars now. What's interesting though is they actually just hired an actor to play Thor. And somebody didn't get the memo that they didn't need to do that because Thor's going bye-bye. Mm-hmm. He's not moving to DCA. So it seems to be a bit of miscommunication there or last-minute decision-making. It's interesting. Speaking of Star Wars, though, I want to mention we had talked about on the last episode how Star Tours in Paris was closing.
Yes.
And we're assuming they're going to be getting the new version, even though that hasn't been officially announced.
Yes.
They put out a piece of marketing.
Yes.
That is so beautiful. Did you see this?
I did.
You didn't like it?
It was cute. I don't know if there were some. It was just me looking at just a visual being in production standpoint. Some of the shots I didn't like.
The shot of the full.
There was one effect. There was one where it had like this weird effect, and then but the message of it.
It was beautiful.
Nice.
You see them closing the gate for the last time, and you just see the light shutting off. The thing that I really loved was you saw C-3PO's platform, and C-3PO wasn't there.
Yeah, he was like, bye.
He wasn't even like there was no bye. It was just like he wasn't there, and then you see R2-D2 go up and shut everything off. It was beautiful. I will post it on our Facebook page. I loved it. I'm disappointed you didn't love it.
Yeah,
I thought it was really beautiful. And then
I could have made it better.
Well, perhaps that's true, but you don't own the rights to those characters.
Nope.
I really loved it. Let us know what you think after you see it. It's
Anyway, Star Tours Adventure Continues comes back
2017. So, so that'll be cool. And then the huge news that happened this past week, yes, we saved it for the end. Indiana Jones 5.
So big.
How do we feel about this? How do you feel about this?
It's happening.
Harrison Ford's coming back and Steven Spielberg's coming back.
With those two.
Yeah.
However,
script
and story is by the same guy who wrote Crystal Skull.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Disney's allowing that?
Yes.
That's very interesting.
So,
Kathleen Kennedy and Frank Marshall are also back to produce. Love them. Yay.
that is my only... What was the word? Query.
Fear?
Sure. I was going to sound really smart, but
No.
I didn't.
In fact, you sounded stupid.
Great.
Well, yeah, I actually got to be honest. I was not surprised to hear about a fifth Indiana Jones. I was surprised to hear about Harrison Ford. And not only surprised, but disappointed. Mm-hmm. I wanted Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
I wanted Chris Pratt. And I know this is maybe an unpopular choice to the diehard indie fans. I'm not a diehard indie fan. I will admit. I don't think you are either. I enjoy them. They're on my Blu-ray shelf.
I love Indiana Jones.
Do you?
Yeah. It's like my top 3.
Really? Mm-hmm. Like with Star Wars and Back to the Future? Ooh, I just made him rethink. Come on,
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, Back to the Future is still number 1.
Yeah. Okay. Here's what I was thinking, although what you just told me about the screenwriter, I didn't realize. I felt like this was an apology from Harrison Ford for number 4, because he feels like he needs to apologize. Whether or not you disagree, that's a different thing, but I feel like he might feel like he needs to. And so I kind of thought he was doing it for that and then going to pass the torch, because let's face it, we can't Han Solo this. You cannot kill Indiana Jones.
100% that's what's happening.
No, Indiana Jones cannot die.
Harrison Ford doesn't want anyone to take his stuff.
Disney Corporation won't allow that.
He is reprising Indiana Jones just to kill him off.
No.
Like he did with Han Solo.
No. Han Solo, it's fine, though, because you can kill Han Solo and Star Wars can keep going. And Disney knows that. You cannot kill Indiana Jones.
It's going to happen.
No. If they do, then they're going to have to just do prequels from now on. But they will not kill the franchise. They need to James Bond it, is what needs to happen. I thought that's what was going to happen. I'm surprised. I will see it July 19th, 2019. Still a ways off.
Yeah.
Hopefully Harrison Ford lives that long. Hopefully John Williams lives that long. It's interesting. I was shocked. And Spielberg coming back to the Disney family. Although he's doing, what's the other one he's doing with them soon? This Warner Brothers he's working with right now. But he's coming back after the whole Roger Rabbit thing. Because they've had a rocky relationship, Disney and Spielberg. But I don't know. Would you have rathered Chris Pratt? Or somebody else?
No.
You're happy it's Harrison.
I'm happy it's Harrison Ford.
Okay, well.
As long as he can do it.
I mean, obviously there's going to be a stunt double, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. It'll just be interesting to see like them create a story for a 70-something-year-old Indiana Jones. Like, what is that story? Like, that's older than his dad was in Last Crusade, right?
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. But yep, that franchise is back, which means, in my opinion, I don't think Epic Stunt Spectacular is going anywhere anytime soon. I think it'll get reworked for sure. Hopefully that opening scene will stay. But I do think this is going to just be a nostalgia fest. I think they figured out that formula worked for Star Wars. I would not be surprised if there's a big boulder in number 5. I think it's going to be very reminiscent of the originals. So we'll see. Maybe slave children.
Do you think they just, I'm going back to the casting now.
Okay.
Do you think that they were just like, Chris Pratt's leading too many franchises?
Even if it wasn't Chris Pratt, like they could have found somebody else. I
don't think that, if it wasn't Chris Pratt, then.
I think what's going to happen is number 5 is going to happen. And then I don't think they're going to kill Indy. If they kill Indy, I will be really upset. And if it's like, and if they do, it better be in an awesome way. Oh my God. It better not be like a snake bite or something. That would be ridiculous. But, although kind of ironic, wouldn't it? But then the prequels will start happening, the origin stories, and then that'll be Chris Pratt. I don't know.
Who knows? He might be in it. We don't know.
Oh, that'd be
like what Shia LaBeouf was.
I can guarantee Shia LaBeouf will not be in this one.
No.
So it's just all interesting to me. It's weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's pretty much news. Although something happened very recently, I got to mention real quickly. Festival of the Lion King caught on fire.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Ironically, it had nothing to do with the flamethrower guy in there.
It was the elephant.
It was the elephant caught on fire. From what I hear, everybody's safe and good, so that's good. But Festival of the Lion King may be shut down at Disney's Animal Kingdom for quite some time. Were you upset?
Like a day.
You think just a day?
Yeah,
You're like, no elephant tomorrow. What's that elephant section going to be?
They're just going to like spray it down. It is good.
It's all good.
He farted.
What? Did you really just...
Yeah, he farted. That Disney will come out with the official announcement. Nah, guys, it wasn't fired.
It was just gas?
He just farted.
Okay. So yeah, that was pretty crazy though. I think that's it, which means it's trivia time! Would you like to hit me first or shall I hit you?
Sure.
Okay, do it.
We are talking about Guitar Dan.
Guitar Dan. I'm not gonna know the answer to this. This is a guarantee.
But it's funny enough, there are a lot of like random entertainment acts.
Yes, which I love
in Animal Kingdom, and one of them is a stilt walking tree lady.
Oh yeah, we've talked about her before.
Do you know her name?
I do not, but I should because we've definitely mentioned her before. Is it like Eve?
Nope.
Is it one name or is it multiple parts?
One name.
Magenta.
Nope.
Gloria Estefan.
That's correct. You got it.
No. It's not like a name. It's like a mysterious thing, isn't it?
Kind of.
What is it?
Divine.
Oh, yeah, that makes me think of the drag queen. Isn't there a drag queen named Divine? Or was? I'm pretty sure.
Sure.
I think Divine played Edna Turnblad in the original Hairspray movie.
Cool.
Could be wrong about that.
But also
that was your trivia.
Also a walking tree at Animal Kingdom.
Yes. Keep your eye out because she's scary. She's actually a really good little trick.
Yeah.
I've seen her trick some people. Mine has nothing to do with today's episode. Mine is simply a fun little fact that my sister Gina was very happy to surprise me with. She was shocked I didn't know some Walt Disney history. And it was shocking to me. Walt Disney had a hand in creating a now famous logo for a charity around Christmas time. Do you have any idea what charity this logo is?
Salvation Army?
Nope. It's something that's still used today. I will give you a hint of it involves one of the best Walt Disney quotes ever, which is simply "I love trains." I love trains. So trains are involved.
A charity?
A charity.
About trains.
It's not about trains, but the train is in the logo that was created for this charity around Christmas time.
Miracle Trains.
Nope. Toys for Tots. You ever heard of Toys for Tots? You know the Toys for Tots logo with the train?
Yeah.
Walt Disney was involved.
Oh,
with
you
that.
know who else? Gloria Stefan.
No, that is not true. I actually believed you for a second. I was like, you were very convincing. Oh, you know who else?
Yeah, she did the Spanish
she wrote the
version. Estoy for that. That's terrible.
Oh man. But yeah, Walt. I thought that was cool. I thought that was crazy fun fact. So
Thanks,
that's it.
Gloria.
Yeah, thank you. No, thank you, Walt. Jeez, don't get me saying stuff like that. Before we go, a bunch of thank yous. We got a bunch of 5-star written reviews on iTunes. So thank you to TJ Dietz, who I quote says DCTC is my life.
Cool.
I don't know how I feel about that, TJ, but thank you.
Thanks.
Talita MB Barbosa, thank you.
Hey.
P. Elke, thanks.
What up?
Lost Girl Emily, thank you.
Hey, girl.
Desert Nocturne, thank you.
What's up?
And Amanda Lee 7688, thank you. What are you saying to Amanda?
Hi.
Hi. And Melanie Durham, thank you so much, guys,
Thanks.
for leaving 5-star reviews. Folks, we have so many social medias you can connect with us on, places like
YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud, iTunes, and our blog post on Tumblr.
Very good. And our Tumblr is going to go through some changes pretty soon. And one of the changes is we want your artwork to display on our Tumblr. So if you have any cool Disney-related or DCTC-related artwork you want to send us, send it to DisneyCoastToCoast@gmail.com. You never know. You could end up on the DCTC Tumblr blog post.
That'd be cool.
What? So DisneyCoastToCoast@gmail.com. Everything else can be found at DisneyCoastToCoast.com. I think that's going to do it for us this week. It's a lot of news, a lot of magic. Have a happy Easter, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Disney Coast to Coast. Have a magical day.
Patrick?
Yes.
My Magic Plus,
Is a thing.
it's a thing.
Uh-huh.
And it's finally getting cooler because this part of it that they call Story Maker is kind of coming to life now.